Dímelo mi gente, Marco here again in the video, and today we're going to be doing the weekly Ondo Tokenization Roundup. As your number one Ondo influencer here on YouTube, I love making this series. It's really great, amazing news that we have week in and week out of everything that's happening in the RWA and tokenization space. So hopefully you guys enjoy the series, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Also, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps up the channel, and I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for more than 1,000 subscribers. It really means a lot. Let's get to 100,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, where I may be. Love you guys. It really means a lot. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So she says changes coming. Michelle Bowman, the Vice Chair for Supervisions at the Federal Reserve. There's some key takeaways, and when they say change, I think change is gonna be happening sooner rather than later. I think everything is going to be happening, by September, October. We're going to be seeing a lot of this regulation happening. So she says, and the key three takeaways from the interview is regulators must embrace blockchain benefits. So enhance speed, safety, and operational efficiency across financial systems. Tokenization solves real problems, so it is faster, cheaper, and more seamless asset transfers compared to traditional infrastructure. And I really want to speak about this real quick. Anyone that has used blockchain technologies just knows, and it's faster and cheaper than traditional services. So I really do agree with this one, and smart regulation is essential. Rules must be transparent, risk appropriate, and balanced to support both innovation and financial stability. So yeah, hopefully it happens. This interview, I think, was here in the live stream. I'll leave the live stream down below. It was from the Wyoming Blockchain Symposium. So I recommend you watch it. You don't have to watch everything, all the 9 hours, but I really do recommend you watch it, in a little bit of sections. Some great speakers were there. I know Sergey was there from Chainlink, Toli from Solana. Who else was there? Cynthia Lumens was there from Wyoming, the senator. So yeah, a lot of really great people here. I highly recommend you watch it. So this is the second news, and I think this one, it might be the biggest one. So BNY and Goldman Sachs are aiming to manage reserve assets for stablecoin issuers. The latest move by banks to serve the sector following the passage of last month's U.S. stablecoin legislation, as known as the Genius Act. So BNY, or I think it's BNY Mellon, filed on Monday seeking SEC approval to launch a fund called BNY Dreyfus Stablecoin Reserve Funds. Don't quote me on that, sorry. That's intended to be held by stablecoin issuers, a reserve backing their stablecoins. The fund plans to invest only in assets such as treasury bills, cash, and repo that were approved under the Genius Act. Goldman Sachs also filed for a similar fund called the Stablecoin Reserve Fund this month. Shares of the fund are expected to be held primarily by one or more stablecoin issuers, as all or portion of the reserve assets that back the stablecoin. So the giant pool of assets underlying stablecoins are appealing for asset managers and banks. The stablecoin reserve funds are akin to the money market funds the banks already run, making it cheap and easy for them to offer the funds to back stablecoins. The biggest stablecoin issuers, as you guys know, you guys are really smart in this channel, are Tether and Circle. Currently, they have 167 billion and 68 billion in their astounding stablecoins, respectively. So there's a lot of money there. Having big banks manage the underlying assets could also help stablecoin issuers boost investors' confidence. BlackRock already has a fund like this. It provides for Circle, the issuer of USDC, through its Circle Reserve Fund, which makes up about 85% of Circle's stablecoin reserves. Tether has said its stablecoin reserves are managed by Cantor Fitzgerald. The next bit of news is coming from DBS, and DBS expands blockchain capabilities by tokenizing and distributing structured notes. What is really good about this, and it's literally in the first sentence, it says DBS today announced it will tokenize structured notes on the Ethereum public blockchain and offer it to eligible investors on third-party digital investment platforms and digital exchanges. So ADDX, DigiFT, and HydraX are the first three digital platforms that DBS has entered into arrangements with to distribute tokenized structured notes. So there's a lot of money in these notes. Structured notes are complex instruments which typically require a minimum investment of USD of $100,000. So these instruments are often tailored to unique requirements of each investor, making them non-fungible. So it doesn't look like this is for regular investors. It might look for investors to have a lot of money, but even so, making it easier for them to transfer all these different nodes and platforms and money and assets. I think it's just great. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a pretty good news. And last but not least is State Street becomes the first third-party custodian to launch on JPMorgan's digital debt service, bringing blockchain-based debit securities custody to institutional clients. So yeah, really amazing what they're doing. I'm not really too technical. Like it says, the transaction demonstrate the digital debt service ability to modernize short-term debt markets by enabling precision time settlements with T+0 settlements available as an option. So I think this just means trade day plus 0. So I think it's done the same day, but don't quote me on that. I've never, traded or used any of these step instruments, but even so, that JP Morgan is making it easy for everyone to, kind of get into this and have, investors come and use their platform. I think they are doing it. It says it here. So it is going to be done by Kinesis, which is also on Ethereum. So yeah, really cool, real amazing. And yeah, I think it's been some pretty amazing news thus far. So hopefully you guys like the roundup this week. We'll be seeing you next week. Please also remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if that's already. Really sub the channel, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.